Hi, welcome everyone. Inside today for our Pilates session. So yeah, you might have been expecting this yesterday. So hopefully you'll jump on it and do it. I'm going to do mainly a standing session again. I'm just trying out some different stuff. Hope you enjoy that. Just a little bit of floor work right at the end. Okay, so we'll do a quick setup. We'll bring the feet hip distance. We'll just roll the shoulders back and down. You can stay facing me. We draw the head back, so ideally we'd line the ear up with the shoulder, shoulder with the hip, hip with knee and ankle. Then we might want to just work through our two ranges there of where our pelvis can go to. And then finding our middle range for us, so we've got this slight curve in our lower back as close to our neutral position or neutral as we can get. Lengthening legs but not locking them out. It's also really useful to have even weight through both feet. So I'm going to start with some gentle twists. We'll just cross arms here and we'll start to turn and come back to the centre. So let's keep them quite small to start with. Let's make sure the hips stay facing forward. Now if you challenge with that, sometimes having a little bend in your knees or almost being in a mini squat can help you keep your hips still. So we could breathe in as we turn and breathe out as we come back to the centre. And as we breathe out, we could bring focus to the abdominals. We could let them draw in and stay in now throughout the movement. Relax your arms. We're going to swing the arms just to shoulder height to start with, and then bend and swing back, just shoulder height. So we exhale, inhale. So we're keeping a neutral spine, we're keeping the chest lifted. Just warming a little bit through the legs. It's a lot of legs today. Let's do one more. Okay, so coming back here to our twist and we're adding on. So we're going to breathe in and turn, extend through the arms, bring the arms back, then come back to the centre. So that's your first option. You might not want to go there. You might want to stay with the arms crossed. We still want hips as forward as we can, just so we're really warming up the torso. If it feels good with the arms out, you could keep them there. The danger with that sometimes is that we just move the arms and not the body. So just make sure the chest is still moving. My hips are moving a little bit, so just keep mindful of yours. Okay, let's relax. Let's come to our swings. This time we could lift the arms higher, swing through. So you could bring the arm right up if you wanted to, push it back. Two more. And rest, round, the shoulders relax. So we'll just do a little bit of flexion here because we're going to stay neutral most of the time today. So just want you to roll down, bring elbows to the thighs and just stay here. And I want you to exhale and round through the back. I want you to draw the abdominal to the spine there and then just roll back up. So we're coming forward, not in a roll. We're going to push the hips back, come forward with a neutral spine. I'm going to find elbows on thighs, draw in and around here, and really exaggerate the rounding of the back. And then drawing abdominals in to roll up. So once more, let's hinge from the hips. elbows to thighs, so it's slightly different to a normal roll down. Let's round through the back again. And then roll up. So finishing the warming section, coming into the work, we're going to just start by tapping the foot. Front, side and behind. Front, side and behind. Now I want you to think about posture as you do that. So you make your tap not too big so that you don't arch your lower back too much when you take it behind you. Let's change sides. So we tap, 3 taps, leg comes through. So you're kind of working the other leg, not kind of, you are. You're working both, but you might start to feel it in the standing leg more. Keep neutral, keep the abdominals drawn in. Let's do one more. Now if that felt enough, you can stay with that, or you can change it to a circle. So you tap forward, you circle round. Now this circle could be on the ground, or it could be off the ground. So just play with how far you want to challenge yourself today. So just off or on. One more. And change sides. If anything else is changing, if posture is changing, just bring it back a level. One more. And change again. Now, see if you can take it back first. I found these hard when I tried these earlier. So it goes behind, off the ground if you can. 2 more. Still staying really tall. That's it. And change sides again. So to the back first, and round, to the back and round. Three more, or 2 more. And rest. Yeah, I'm not as good on that side. I can see myself rocking. So that's something we want to be aware of, trying to keep our hips level as much as we can. So I'm going to turn to the side, you can stay there. We're going to start just extending one leg back and then the other. Now this extension is coming from the bottom. So I want you to squeeze the bottom to take the leg back and stay in neutral. Now once you've got that going, if you can manage this, just keep going for a moment. If you can manage this coordination wise, you're going to lift the opposite arm. So a bit like a Superman that you would do on the ground. So right leg goes back, left arm lifts. Left leg goes back, right arm lifts. Okay. So now take right leg back and left arm up, and you're going to stay there. Draw the abdominals in, and you're just going to start and lift this back leg up and replace it, up and replace it. So it's a tiny movement, should be right there. I didn't mean to smack that as hard. Right there in your bottom cheek, yeah? So you push up. This arm might get a little bit fatigued too. 2 more. And rest. Set up the other side, so you tap back, you engage abdominals, you extend. So really squeezing the bottom to do that, keeping abdominals tight as well. Okay, rest. All right, so we're continuing with these back slides. So what I want you to do now is take a bend in your right leg. So you're slightly sitting back. You're going to slide your left leg back. Now you slide it back as much as you can. As you do that, this front leg's going to bend more. So you might be here, you might be here. You find your place and you hold. Engage abdominals, see if you can open arms and squeeze shoulder blades. So really squeeze the shoulder blades, take your mind off your legs. And then engage abdominals and slide back in. We're doing it again on the same side. So you bend the right leg, you slide back, toe comes to the ground or foot comes to the ground, don't mind which. Hold, the work should be in your right bottom cheek and in your shoulder blades. And slide in. All right, so change sides. I'm going to stay here if that's okay. So we slide back, find your position, the work here in the bottom, knee in line with second toe, we open the arms, we squeeze. We slide in. Let's do the same thing, we slide back, find your position, open arms and squeeze. And come back in. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Hopefully you're starting to feel that now. So hands to hips or use them for balance. We're lifting the leg out to the side. Now it could be low, it could be higher, but I don't want this to happen. So stay as tall as you can. But if you've got a bigger range of movement than me, if you've got really good flexibility in your inner thighs, then open that leg higher. Foot can be flexed, foot can be pointed. Still focusing on posture. Let's change sides. Let's go 4 more. Okay, so we're going to return to the leg slide in this position. So let's go left leg first. So we slide that leg out and we can keep going. You might have to tiptoe it out if you can't get the slide. You come as low as you want to in this right leg. Knee in line with toe, you'll get a stretch here. You'll get work all round here. Hold for a bit longer if you dare. It's quite hard to get out of it, so try and engage abdominals, and if you can, slide up gracefully. Not sure if I was graceful. Let's go again. So slide out, tippy toe out if you have to. Check your alignment, hold. Breathe, just breathe naturally, no fancy breathing. And then abdominals and squeeze the leg to bring you back in. Let's try the other side. It might not be as smooth on this side. So you tippy toe out. You find your place. If you can slide, if you haven't got a sticky mat, do that. Feel the work in the leg. Hold still a lift in your chest. And then coming up as gracefully as you can. Let's do one more. And then squeezing to come up. Whew. Okay, so the other day when we did our standing session, we did some leg lifts here. So we're going to progress from that. So tightening abdominals, we had one hand on the back and one hand here the other day. So let's just start with that. I'm going to lift the leg and lower the leg. So you want to feel the abdominal come in more as you lift your leg. This is like a leg drop when we're on the ground. So we're going to have a go at adding a twist. So we lift the leg, we twist towards it, we come back to the center we come down. Now let's leave arms here. We lift leg, those abdominals should be pulled in super tight. Twist towards it, back to the center, come down. How are we doing? Could inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, or it might just be too much to think about breathing. Let's do 2 more if we can. Abdominals, all about abdominals. I want it to be less leg now. It might be this leg a little bit, but I want you to feel it in the abs too. Okay, take a moment. Let's have a go on the other side. So just first of all, coming into your leg lifts, making sure the abdominals engage more as you lift. And then we lift, turn towards the leg, come back, step down. So we're going for 4 more because it might help you not to look at me now. Let the breath flow. Yeah, keep the eyes on one spot, because if I turn my eye gaze, it's a lot harder. So keep the eyes just on a spot just in front of you. Let's do 1 more. And rest. All right. So come to the end of your mat and let's roll down. And you're going to come and lay on your front. I think you can still see all of me, yeah. Okay, so you've got hands under shoulders. And we're just going to hold here, roll the shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to lift the hands and just squeeze. So we're squeezing the shoulder blades really tight. And we're staying there. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then hands down. Now rest the chest down if you need to. When you're ready, come into swimming. Now we're going to stay with this swimming, and we're going to move the arms from here forward and back to here. So have a go. So you push the arms forward, you bring the arms back. Push them forward, bring them back. Can you tuck your elbows in? Oh, if it's too much, take the arms out of it. 2 more. Last one. And rest. Now rest down, or just push up and back for a moment. And then come and return. So can you take your hands just off, squeeze your elbows in, and I want you to push the arms back and bring them back in. Now, hang on a second. The hard bit about this is that in order to have room to push your arms back, you've got to really lift your chest. So if it's a bit impossible, just take the arms further out to the side. But if you can, straight back. Let's have a go. So we extend. So we're going to contract the triceps, the back of the arms. Straight back if you can. The higher you can lift your elbows, the better. 4 more. Ooh. And rest. Now from there, we're going to do a set of tricep press ups. So if you're someone that doesn't want to kneel or be on your hands, you're going to do another set of those, which might be worse. Otherwise, you can be on your knees or on your feet. I think I'm going to be on my knees. And you're going to do, let's say, up to 10. Tucking your elbow in. Now, you've got the option to do that, to go back if you need to. Otherwise, we come forward. And you don't have to go as low as me. Could go halfway. And nothing else changes in the spine. It stays in neutral. Anyone counting? I think that's 5. So 10 might be too many because I've already pre-fatigued the muscles. 3 more if you can. You can exhale. Last one, if your back is starting to drop, come out of it. Now rest if you can, kneel, push back here into shell stretch for a moment. Now I propose we do that all again. So I'm going to give you a quick tricep stretch. So come and sit, bring one arm behind you. You can be here maybe, or here. Getting a stretch in this side of the arm or back of the arm. And change sides. All right, so we're going to go for it one more time. Now I'll come this way for a change. I know my mat's right on the edge of the viewpoint as well. So we're here, we're going to lift the hands and squeeze the shoulder blades. Bring the shoulders away from the ears, and we're just holding and squeezing. This time you're going to feel this probably lower back as well as upper back, because we're already a bit fatigued. Hands down, we start to flutter kick. And then if we can, we'll move the arms forward and we bring the arms back. We keep flutter kicking, we push them forward, we bring them back. Tuck your chin. Ooh, I'm not as good this time. Get your legs going if you can. 2 more. Anyone losing control of their legs? 1 more. And a brief rest, wherever you want that rest. And then we've got our 2 tricep exercises back to back. So we're here, shoulders away from ears, we lift the hands, we extend. So straight back if you can, out to the side if you need to. Pump those tricep muscles, back of the arms. Elbows high. A couple more if you can. Okay, push up. Choose your position for tricep press up. So if anyone's being clever and doing them on their feet, you might want to be on your knees this time. Remember, you move as one. We lower down, we push up. Inhale, exhale. If anything's changing, take a break. Don't go as low. Come to all fours. It's quality, not quantity, yeah? 3 more if you can. I'm not going to go as low so I can keep my form. Last one. And push back. All right, let's go and sit again. Just take a couple of stretches here. So we'll take the tricep stretch again here. And a shoulder stretch, we'll bring the arm across. And then the other side, tricep. And shoulder. Okay, then we'll do one for the bottom. So you're going to bring your right leg over your left. And you can either just be here and just come forwards. You'll get a stretch around the hip, or you can bend this bottom leg up too. You could also lay down and do the one that you're used to, which is your legs in this position but off the ground. So if you're here with me, to get a deeper stretch, you just walk everything in closer. Wherever you are, you can try and drop that knee out a bit further. And then change legs. Come forward here. Or come to this glute stretch. Quite good if you can have a bit of flexion in the foot. So hopefully you should really feel that, because that whole sort of first 15 minutes was all focused on that area in the standing work. So let's come back to this first position I put you in, or you can have the leg wide. And this time I want you to flex the foot. In fact, let's move this foot to the ground, sorry. And you're going to come forward and have a stretch in this leg instead, back of this leg. Change sides when you're ready. And then come up to your feet in your own time. Let's take a side bend, so reaching up, coming over. If you want to, you can take the arm, pull it further. Ease yourself up. Change sides, so just the one arm to start with. You can add in more. And come up. Give your shoulders a couple of rolls. Give yourselves a big cup. Well done.